Welcome to Sure Shot Archery, and here is my review of the Easton arrow puller. This is the wedge. Now, for this review, I'm going to give you, my opinion from using this product, and a little look at what one that is brand new looks like compared to one that has a lot of shots into it. How it wears, maybe little things I don't like about it, things I do like. So stay tuned. Okay, so the reason I want to do a review on this is because of how many arrow pullers I've gone through. At one point I was probably wearing out an arrow puller every month or so. Now this is shooting like 200 arrows a day, and not saying that this is the best arrow puller out there. If you like yours, you're good to go. But if you're looking to try something, this might be the ticket. This is my used one. I've been using this for several months now. Let's see, we're still shooting 200 arrows a day when we had this one. I would say at least 3 months plus out of this, probably longer. I didn't keep track, but it was definitely a lot longer than a month. I picked up a brand new one just so you guys could have a look at the difference between the two, one being very worn and one not so. Okay, let's start with the old arrow puller. Got a little discoloration. I'm sure that probably rubs off. But inside is the main ticket. It did get a little more flexible. I'll compare it to the new one I have, but it is more flexible than the brand new one. It did get some wear lines from grabbing the arrow, because I don't grab the arrow completely flat. I put a little angle on it, unintentionally, but that's just how it works. So this is my new arrow puller. No wear marks. It's also stiffer because it hasn't really been worn in yet. I've only pulled, I don't know, maybe 1,000 arrows with this puller so far, so it's quite new and it's in great shape. I'm going to shoot some arrows down here, just a couple, to give you an idea on how they pull, and then I can explain the one little thing I'm not totally thrilled about, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to start off with my one tiny little complaint about this, and it's not really a big deal at all, but so depending on how you grab your arrow puller, if you grab it like this, you can end up having the hook in the way of your arrows when you try to go pull them. So I end up flipping it upside down so it hangs below my arrows. Yes, it's really silly, I understand, but when you pull hundreds of arrows a day, these little things catch on and you really notice them. Besides that, fantastic arrow puller. I'll show you. I'll pull these out. So, fits on really nice. Pulls out really nice. It's a pretty good fit in your hand. Could it be a little bit bigger? Yes, but it's a good all-around arrow puller size. Again, this is probably why I wear out a weird angle in my arrow pullers, because I don't know, that's how I end up putting them onto the arrows. Pulls really nice, feels good. It's not too thick. If they're really wide, sometimes it's hard to get a good grasp, and if they're too small, you end up grabbing them and it's just too hard to get a good hold. This seems to be a good medium size for an arrow puller. Besides that, they're great. When they start wearing out, though, you do run into issues with them sliding, especially if the conditions aren't good. So right now we got a sunny day out, totally fine. But if it started to rain and I was using this old arrow puller, it would start running into a problem with its sliding, because the inside material is just it's starting to wear out. But other than that, it's an arrow puller. It does its job. But if you're in the market of getting a new one or trying something new, then try out this Easton one. It may work really well for you. Well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment if you want to see more, and as always, happy shooting.